Hi Flosstube, it's Lori of Mischievous Stitches. It is Monday, May the 29th. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Memorial Day here in the States is just a day that we pause and reflect and remember those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our country's freedoms. It's also the unofficial start of our summer, and it's already a hot one. Summer started about 2 weeks ago here in South Carolina, but anyway, I have a few things to show you today, and I'm going to start with my By the Bay piece. There has been just overwhelming response to this piece on Instagram and on Stitch Mania, and so I want to give you a little closer look. Here she is. It's stitched on 25 count white even weave, 1/1, and I am very, very happy and satisfied with this piece. I can't wait to frame it. In my mind's eye, I know exactly how I want it framed, where it's going to hang. It's going to be some time before I do frame it because I want it done right, but I am very satisfied with the way that turned out. Worth every effort for every stitch. Because I had a finish, and that was a whip, so I got to reward myself with a new start, and this is the Speak to the Earth sampler. And I can't show you the pattern, the picture, but it is a Cooler Designs, and I downloaded it from their site, so it's in black and white. I have shown it before, but you really can't get a grasp of the colors. But this is where I am after this week. And I am actually after the sun. This bird is, mirror imaged over here, so I am at the edge, so it's not very wide. I'm really enjoying this because I'm enjoying those colors. I'm going to show you the colors real quick in my thread box so you can see. Here are the colors. Not that many, but that's there. And this is typically how I store my threads for the pieces that I'm working on. I have like 11 bins of DMC and that I'm not using, and I will say those are not all ones that I've excuse me, those are not all ones that I have purchased, but friend, over the years I've had people give me their DMC that they're no longer using, or they had a friend that was given it, so I have accumulated 11 boxes of DMC. So since I have just totally bombed with Stitch from Stash this year, next year I believe is going to be my Stitch from Stash year for me, and I'm going to try to have self-control, which is really what it's going to take because I had no self-control whatsoever this year. And just stitch from that stash, it's actually a very smart thing for me to do. Going back to my By the Bay piece, I was on Pinterest and looking for things to decorate my stitch room, which actually I started painting it yesterday, and I don't know if you can see this color here. It's called Spiced Cashew, and it's a deep yellow, and I'm painting upstairs that color. I got most all of the edging done yesterday, all but the edging above the door jambs, and I'm looking forward to putting it together. So anyway, I'm on Pinterest and I'm looking for things to decorate it, and I ran across hat boxes, and I was thinking of all the different fabric choices that I could use to cover those boxes as decor or just as storage up in that room. And I ran across pictures of wall murals in some of the older homes in New England, and it reminded me of this. So I don't know if the designer based that piece and her other pieces, because she has another triptych piece like this, I think called Tidal Pool. I think it's Tidal Pool. But this is the book, and this is one of the murals. And his name is Rufus Porter. And he was responsible for the Scientific American magazine. 1700s. This is New England Landscapes, 1825 to 1845. Let me see if I can show you. But it talks about his life and the restoration of some of these murals that they're finding behind wallpaper. How to, just how to restore and. But here's one. But I'm finding this book interesting. It's just the history, and I do love it when designers do put inside their inspiration of the designs, where their mind was at when they said, hey, this is what I want this design to be. But it reminded me of this, so maybe I'll shoot her an email and ask her, because I am interested if that's where she got her inspiration from that piece from. I also framed my vintage lady in a hat and Hallowed Eden, and here she is. I am so very happy with her. I love the way she looks. And with these pops of yellow, she's going to look really good on the wall upstairs once I get the painting completed. I can't wait to start putting everything together. I've got little stashes of things here and there, of things that I've purchased, or I really love glass, the Fenton glass and the Carnival glass from years back. And I collect, not really collect them, I just pick up pieces here and there that I like. And anyway, I can't wait to put those little pieces up in that room. I also finished Hallowed Eden. After finishing this, I have a new appreciation for framers. This doesn't really necessarily have a border, but making sure with the give of the fabric itself, it was difficult to keep those lines, all 4 lines straight. So, like I said, I have a newfound appreciation for what a framer does. Because sometimes we give them a hard time when we pick our pieces up, and it's not an easy thing to do. I think that's everything I've got going on this week. Just had a busy weekend. My grandson turned 1 on the 23rd. We celebrated that on Saturday with a birthday party at his paternal grandmother's house, and that child laughed and cooed and smiled the whole time. He just, maybe I'm biased, but he is just such a joy. I should have had my grandchild first, My daughter, my youngest daughter, her husband came home for the weekend. He is in the Marine Corps, and he is stationed right now at Fort Leonard Wood. And he got a 4-day leave. So he was with us off and on through the weekend, and glad he was here. I'm a little sad in that within the month, my daughter will be leaving with him to go to California, and when I think on it too much, I get emotional. My birds are flying the nest, and I've always heard of empty nest syndrome, but being a mom's always kind of been my identity. I'm a stitcher, and I'm a postal employee, but my main identity is being a mom, and I think it was what I was born for. I enjoy it. I would have had a lot more children than I had if my husband had allowed it. But I do have my oldest daughter. She lives nearby, but my son graduates this coming weekend, and his plan is to enlist in the Air Force, so he will be away from me as well as my younger daughter. And the thought of holidays without them here, or can't even look at the camera here because I am getting a little emotional, but and just know that. Anyway, have a great weekend, the rest of the week, because it's Monday, and I will see you back next weekend. Hugs and stitches, everyone. Bye-bye.